Ever pondered why letters of credit hold such significance in international trade? Well, today, we delve into the intricacies of this payment method, unveiling its importance and power according to Article 5 of the Uniform Commercial Code. Letters of credit, a cornerstone in international trade, are a commitment by a bank on behalf of a buyer that payment will be made to a seller, provided that certain terms and conditions outlined in the letter of credit have been met. Essentially, they serve as a guarantee for sellers that they will receive their money. Now, comparing this to other forms of payment in international trade, such as open account, cash in advance, or documentary collections, we find some distinctive contrasts. Take an open account, for instance. This is a transaction method where the goods are shipped and delivered before payment is due. While it's certainly convenient for the buyer, it carries a high level of risk for the seller. If the buyer doesn't pay up, the seller could be left high and dry. Cash in advance, on the other hand, is the polar opposite. Here, the buyer pays before the goods are shipped or produced. This method is highly secure for the seller but can be risky for the buyer, especially if the seller fails to deliver the goods. Then we have documentary collections, a process where the seller's bank acts to collect payment for shipped goods directly from the buyer's bank. This method provides a balanced risk for both parties, but it doesn't offer the solid guarantee that a letter of credit provides. Letters of credit stand out in this landscape because they offer a unique blend of security and assurance to both parties involved. The seller knows that a reputable bank backs the buyer's promise to pay, and the buyer is assured that payment will only be made when the seller meets the specific terms and conditions outlined in the letter of credit. This brings us to Article 5 of the Uniform Commercial Code, which governs letters of credit. It underscores the autonomous nature of these instruments, emphasizing that they are separate transactions from the sales or other contract on which they may be based. This means that banks deal only in documents and not in goods, services, or performance to which the documents may relate. Now let's sum up what we've discussed today. We've established that letters of credit are a powerful tool in international trade, providing a unique blend of security for sellers and buyers. We've also compared them to other payment methods, highlighting their distinct advantages. Finally, we've touched on Article 5 of the Uniform Commercial Code, which ensures that the use of letters of credit remains a reliable and secure method of payment in international trade. So, the next time you find yourself involved in a discussion about international trade payments, remember the power and importance of letters of credit. They aren't just pieces of paper, they're instruments of trust, assurance, and security in the complex world of international commerce.